All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. It is BCN, and we are back with one more podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the Dandelion. Joining me today are XO Aizawa.
Thank you for that. Again, every time.
Of course.
I appreciate that.
And the one,
Okay.
the ultimate, Sir.
He doing that for you.
Dstar. Yeah.
Thank you, my good lion.
Yes, man. We've been trying to get Dstar here for a minute. Like I just keep forgetting to invite. I will invite this man and forget to tell him when it starts. It's an accident, I swear.
This lion over here had a podcast about black people in anime, knowing full well. You know, I'm not gonna get into that. No,
Wait,
I'm not.
Did we actually do that one? I don't think we did that one yet.
We did representation and anime.
Oh, we
That.
did the representation. Okay.
And we did say we were going to do a part 2 because we didn't strictly only talk about anime. It was representation in like media.
Media period, and then there was also a lot of stuff we forgot about
Yeah.
to bring up and mention too.
Okay, well, you know, maybe next time you do, we want to do
Invite you
something like
back.
Make sure your schedule's clear in February because that's when I plan to do it.
that. February.
And I also say it's also not his fault because, like I said, we're not exactly super consistent with the podcast.
I didn't even know about it until the Fox Roses show. Hey, Dave, you wouldn't believe what we were talking about the other day at Big Mike's house. And we made a podcast. And I was like, oh, really?
To be fair, I was testing a new podcast or a new mixer out with John that day. So that's one I wanted to post just for gets and shiggles, primarily. But we finally got you here. Also, did I explain to you what BCN was?
No.
BCN is what I call Bluff City Nerds. There are too many nerds in Bluff City, and too many of them are doing stupid shit or not doing enough stupid shit. I'm tired of the extroverts being dumb,
What?
and I'm tired of the introverts being stuck inside. BCN is here to get them out and meeting. We are making a whole network of nerds, down to the core, from devil fruits to Gundams to the works, from Power Rangers to water bottles. Everybody will become one with the network effect. The network.
All right, I'm down with that.
I wish y'all could see my face.
Just make sure don't turn out to like how everything else is on the Facebooks. You know what I mean.
I'm not gonna make a Facebook group for this.
Just those groups. You know how they all kind of turn out.
Oh, don't worry. I plan to run this bitch like South Sound way. At the very least. Fuck up in the Nerd Kingdom, you're out of the Nerd Kingdom. But I'm not trying to build a kingdom.
Not
It's just-
exile.
yeah, all of it. And you know what? When you get exile,
I
we
moved
all
that we
go-
play the song.
Deception. Bruh, everybody gotta line up and we gotta look mean. He was once one of us. Now he's slow and leaving us.
Dang,
Deception.
just because you got kicked out, you slow?
Disgrace.
Disgrace.
We're gonna have one person dressed up as Shujinko and the other as Onaga, bruh. Deception.
And outrage.
Just so know, everybody. That's gonna be the one time everybody gonna be required to sing. All nerds
Right, you gotta
out their
sign. You
voice.
gotta sign a contract when you enter that if someone gets exiled, you have to participate in the exile song.
Exactly, bro.
Non-negotiable.
That's gonna be a long walk, bro. You gotta walk all out of Memphis.
What?
From your house all the way to the exit of the
You
city.
can't make them folks do that.
You're like, bro, you gotta at least like walk like 2 inches and then that's it.
Man, that's a lot of. I mean, if them nerds are from Orange Mound. That's a long walk.
Man, what? But yeah, that's the general idea of BCN, more or less. I'm just starting it here. Actually, I got the idea from a news station I went on more recently, and I was like, I wonder if we did this just for nerds. But moving on, today, ladies and gentlemen, our topic is going to be fillers, and I didn't even plan to do a topic like this. Not at least for a minute. It crossed my mind when I was in an argument on Bookface the other day, and some people were stating, well, you can't count the fillers, or fillers this and fillers that. It was a whole Naruto argument.
It's always Naruto.
It always is. Naruto. Having it.
Naruto.
Mama Dinda used to call him that. She'd be like, you be watching your Naruto. Who is Naruto? How you get Naruto from that? But basically, because I use the filler, I like to use the fillers in Naruto as a good reference point, because in those fillers, we actually saw a lot of character development, but none of it's fucking canon. And that
Then what was the point?
Fillers are usually there to pad. Actually, we have the definition right here. Fillers are episodes and entries in a generally continuous serial that are unrelated to the main plot. They don't significantly alter relations between characters and generally serve only to take up space. They are padding. It's there just for the sake of being there. But the problem I have is that sometimes those fillers actually do some good, more than just harm. And what's funny is there are a lot of times you wouldn't recognize a filler.
Unless you're reading the manga.
That's true. But then again, there was I forgot what anime I saw. It turns out they made a change in the anime that was just a change for the anime, because I thought that was a filler, but it turns out it was a part of the main story.
What was that?
I gotta remember the goddamn anime. It was either Blood Sea. It was either Blood Sea or Those Who Hunt Hills. It was one of them.
Probably Those Who Hunt Hills. Let's see, like original-ish anime.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. But today, I wanted to kind of discuss that. So essentially, what are y'all's thoughts on fillers? Primarily, what do you think about it? Dstar, we're gonna start with you. You knew it.
Well, overall, like back in the day, we'll take Naruto for example, classic Naruto. If the anime got too close to the manga, then the fillers would happen. And that was kind of alright. But then after a while, it just kept going and going and going.
Mm-hmm.
And mind you, I'm one of the old Naruto fans back in the day watching the anime when it first came out. So like, once Naruto and Sasuke fought, you know, like, oh boy, we're going to get to where they are in the manga, shipping them, hooray! Boy, it was filler. Like, okay, filler. And, you know, they just up and made a whole new series. And look, in the opening, the subtitle people will tell you, we're not sure when the filler's going to end. We're not sure when the filler's going to end. In the opening, the subtitle people. So, it's like, oh man. So, technically, if you want Naruto, regular old Naruto, you know, that could have ended 135 episodes or so, right? But it kept going with these fillers till we got to 220, and then they just went to Shippuden. And Shippuden is just Naruto Part 2.
And what sucked about a couple of it was that some of those fillers were pretty good. Like the one where Hinata fought the bee people, the bug guys. That one was one of the good ones. And it's not canon. And we not only do we see character growth, we see how Hinata's training, the type of training that she's doing. She's doing a more defensive-based style for her version of the 8 trigrams. Hell, even in one of the game, in Ultimate Ninja 3, if you get Awaken Hinata, she says protective 8 trigrams, not 8 trigrams. And I was just, to me, that was the best thing ever. I'm a Hinata fan. I'm like, she fended off these bug people by herself. Only for some motherfucker to tell me that the shit ain't canon. I'm like, are you serious? How's that not? That was character development. Neji and them got character development. Now, some of those did run on too long. We didn't need like 3 different arcs of Kiba, Naruto, and Hinata. They ain't even developed Kiba and shit. They shat on him.
Yeah, Kiba's terrible.
Main is Yamcha of Naruto.
Hey man, Shino. Shino fell hard too.
He fell off real hard. They need some fillers for him. What about you?
If it's not gonna be canon, what's the point?
It's to pad out
Like
time.
this?
They got to make moolah somehow. But then, like you said, it's not canon. It's just gonna be disregarded. My problem is when it's disregarded and it's actually good. Love Hina had filler, and actually I can't defend the filler for Love Hina. It was like 2 episodes, and it was trash. I can't defend the fillers for Love Hina. I think One Piece's fillers are like
I'm mad
real.
at you because I'm supposed to bring up One Piece. Go ahead.
It's the name of the treasure. In Grand Line. I'm gonna stop. But Yayo. Anyway. But yeah, One Piece, from what I hear, has very few fillers. Like, damn near 96, 97% of that is all canon.
I mean, even the filler is canon. It's just like little backstory stuff that I feel like, my personal opinion on filler in anime, if it serves a purpose, cool. If it's just there to be there and it's getting around the point of where we supposed to go, I don't want to watch it. And One Piece is really good about that, because yeah, you could not watch the filler in One Piece, but I don't skip nothing in One Piece. Nothing. Okay. Well, except for like the previews at the end for the next episode, because it's definitely gonna give something away. I skip those on purpose, but episodes I do not skip, because somewhere down the line it'll be like, you remember this happened in East Blue, and now we're like in, I don't know, Wano, and you didn't think this was gonna be relevant, and now it's popping up. That's why I like filler. But if it doesn't serve a purpose, I don't like filler. That's my opinion. Unless you're a kid and you watching it on TV and you ain't got no choice. But they don't even have it like that anymore. You can stream and look up anything. So it's really kind of pointless.
It's actually kind of funny in the case with me. I actually liked the Bleach Bound arc, and that was a whole filler arc. I didn't even know at the time when I saw it. I thought it was a part of the story, but that was a filler arc. I liked that arc more than I did the Aizen arc.
Well, I'll say this about Bleach fillers. For them, even though they're less whack than some of the Naruto fillers, actually, I like the Bleach fillers for the most part, because they'd be like, I just don't like how they're set up. It'd be like, Brittany's about to fight Big Mike for the final confrontation for this magical foe. The next thing you know, oh, we're having a filler arc? Yeah, a whole 30 episode filler arc. But Brittany and Michael are about to fight. I know, but
Pointless.
yeah. But then the whole filler arc's fire. Animation great, storyline's great. You're like, oh man, this is awesome.
Then they could have made it its own something else.
Then you just forget about the main story. You'd be like, oh dang, yeah.
And then next thing you know, like 6 months later, oh, the last episode. Y'all all cool. Y'all know about to fight. Oh, that was just a filler. Y'all about to fight. We're back in the same place and everything. Like, what happened? Here's a little recap, 15-minute recap. Last 10 minutes of the episode, y'all about to, Then, new ending. Next episode, y'all actually
New
fight.
ending.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But yeah, I definitely feel your point there. Because like I said, and the thing I liked about the Bound arc, especially how it started off, bro, was how when Rukia showed up to save Ichigo, she was saving him from flaming death, just like he saved her from flaming death, but it's not canon. And I'm up here like, fuck this. I hate it too, because when I want to bring it up, and I'm like, I want to bring it up as a reference point. So, for example, the whole debate with Sakura. Some of Sakura's feats, her most notable feats that I would say, are in some of the filler arcs. So I brought up the third movie, and one guy was telling me like, dude, that wasn't canon. And I'm like, bro, I'm sorry. That chick wanted the smoke. Literally. And she caught the smoke. The movies have showcased more of Sakura's talent and skill than the show.
So I have a question. Is none of the filler period in Naruto canon?
Fillers period are not canon.
It is in One Piece.
Yeah, wait, is it? Because if the fillers, okay, so if those fillers in One Piece were in the original source material, they're not filler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, fillers,
Maybe,
like I mentioned, fillers are essentially just extra padding. It's just there. The only problem is because it's there, most of the time it's just stupid shit for no reason. So like a good example, like if I made an anime about you, me, and Dstar, and we just got done fighting fat mantis for no reason. No reason. We got done fighting.
Fat with you.
Yes, everything. Just the fat. Everybody will know the way of the fat. Jiggle physics. Anyway.
Jiggle physics?
Jiggly fat. Jiggly. Anyway. But we get done fighting fat mantis. So I want to cool down right there in between. That would be the point you just throw in a filler. Just an extended cooldown. So it'd be like 2 beach episodes and some stupid turtle that wanted to play Yu-Gi-Oh with Dstar. Just have nothing to do with it, just for padding. That's what a filler is. You're filling in this little hole of
Okay, that's what I thought. But like with One Piece, I wish I could think of a specific one. Like there was one, oh my God, where were they? I can't even think about like what part in between it was. But
Warship
they ran
Island?
into Foxy.
The Warship
Again.
Island arc?
Probably.
Oh no, it's
Where
right.
that thing was, that tower or whatever.
Foxy. Oh yeah.
They ran back into him. And it's like, this is relevant because of something that happened in the past. But if you skip those episodes, it wouldn't have been such a big deal. But if you watch those episodes, it's meaningful to you.
And that's usually also what it is with fillers too, or it can be. Like if it's not such a big deal, you can opt to skip it. Like you don't have to watch the fillers of Naruto. You can just opt to skip them because they're not really that important to the story.
Okay.
And so like actually I want to bring Dragon Ball Z up because most of the fillers in Dragon Ball Z I actually like. I didn't know that the Other World Tournament was a fucking filler at the time. I was mad at that.
You know why?
Why?
Because nobody's reading the manga at that time.
Yeah. I didn't know. I didn't know that. I really didn't.
Like, there's some extra Gohan filler when he's at school here and there.
Which is no wait, wasn't that was also in the manga? Does it still count as filler?
Like,
No, I forgot. In the manga they padded it out. No, they didn't. No, in the anime they padded it out. In the manga that was like 1 or 2 chapters. I think just 1 chapter of him being Saiyaman or something.
probably like 3. It's
Yeah.
like the extra stuff, like him and Videl stopping some train robbers and stuff and whatnot. That's just extra. It's like, and back then, that was like back in 93, 94, and the manga didn't end until like 95. So, that had some extended filler, canon-ish filler, like, ain't gonna bother it too much. Like,
It's the fact that like Pikkon. What I liked about it was this was a chance where Goku, we didn't see him get a new form. It's actually funny because I found out the reason too why in the filler when Goku went Super Saiyan his hair was black. Because I always thought it was an animation error. I thought it was false Super Saiyan. They changed it at the last second because Pikkon wasn't supposed to know what the Super Saiyan form was until he saw it. They tried to fix a hole there in the filler, but it's that whole tournament I thought was pretty cool. And like I said, the fight between Goku and Pikkon was really good because it was a showcase of Goku's skill up to that point against somebody else. But then you find out the only canonical appearance of Pikkon is when Kid Buu showed up and was about to murk everybody.
I gotta go back and look at the manga and search for Python filler. But I think he's just an anime only still.
I think he is. Pikkon he's one of those characters that was, last I checked, he was anime only. I could be wrong about that. If anybody knows, you better message. I will absorb the shit out of you. Anyway,
How will you know?
I don't know. Maybe YouTube comment section will tell me. Maybe not.
How will it tell you if they don't say anything? How will you know who to absorb if they don't say anything?
Mike, are you secretly Majin Buu just absorbing niggas?
See, this is why I don't give y'all Zunpak toes, bro. This is why I reject it. You know what? I reject them. I'm gonna be like, or a bitch Hime. Yeah, I said or a bitch Hime. Fuck her. But
Who is that?
you don't need to know. She's fella.
For
Xfinity?
who? And what?
Xfinities?
Not on the podcast.
Okay.
Not on the podcast. That's gonna get crazy. But yeah. Going back, I got sidetracked completely. Most fillers I ended up liking. I thought they were interesting, and then like you mentioned, some dragged on and got dull. Like the Endless 8 from Haruhi Suzumiya. That's filler. I didn't know that was filler. I thought that was actually part of the story. That itself was filler. And I actually got tired of that one because, long story short, it was the same 8 days in a loop. The problem is that was for quite a few episodes. I think half of season 2 was the exact same crap over and over with only a few slight differences. It didn't really go anywhere until like the last episode. That is an example to me of a useless story.
I heard the reason why that happened is I think the directors misinterpreted the light novel, and they didn't like that.
Actually, it's right here. Let's see. Granted, the Endless 8 arc in anime adapts the Endless 8 short story from the novel. The 2 stories have the same premise, which blah blah blah. The gang experience a time loop. Okay. Yeah. So I didn't know that was a. So let me get this straight. They misinterpreted it and just I thought they were just being lazy, to be honest.
They might have. It's like 12, 15 years ago. I don't know.
All right, so let me ask y'all. My God, I'm ancient. I can't, bro. I'm telling you, I can't wait, bro. Cause soon I'm gonna be like Master Roshi, bro. These new anime fans, man, I can't wait to check out Dragon Ball Z M&Ms. Yeah.
I hope you don't sound like that.
I'm gonna purposely make my voice like that. You like kids don't understand nothing. What the, Mr. Denda? That's right. I'm Denda Roshi. Yeah.
That'd be a scary sight.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna be old as hell, half bald at the top, looking like a black Heihachi.
And still throwing out fat.
Yep.
Oh.
I'm gonna actually just have fat from where I've been cooking. Every time somebody come to my cookout and do something. Deception.
So just terrorizing people for no reason, essentially.
Basically.
Okay. As long as y'all heard it here first, he admitted it out loud in his own words.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, so.
Gotcha.
Overall, do y'all think fillers are a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it depends. Like, if you were to ask me, okay, let me ask this question before I respond. Would you consider filler to be, like, if there's, like Darius was saying before, there's a fight that's happening and they drag it out for like 10, 15 episodes, would you consider that filler?
That would just straight up be padding. Which would be filler, technically. I guess. Actually, no, I would say no. Because I did mention fillers and padding are the same thing. But there is a small difference.
Like a distinction. Yeah.
I wouldn't say for something like a fight. Like if you're just trying to drag out the fight, like how Dragon Ball Z did, that's not as bad to me. Now if you drag it out longer than that, then we got a problem. Filler to me would be like, actually, which there was a strand of the Naruto episodes. Like each episode, they were like one story contained episodes. It wasn't overarching arc. There was like 190 up to the end or something. If I remember, I'm going off the skin of my teeth. And each one was just something different. Each mission he went on with a different person was just something, just like it could be from swatting a fly to having to impersonate a princess. The one episode where he took a leak off the roof and Ino thought it was rain.
The showers for real.
Oh my God, she was ready to kill him for that one. But to me, that got kind of pointless after a while because there was no real point to it. It was kind of just like an episode of the week, like a monster of the week kind of thing. It was an episode of the week. Not much changed. Like the relationship between Naruto and Ino didn't exactly get any better than what was already there. Like it's just basically blonde hair Sakura at that point.
See, it's different nowadays, because I feel like, take Boruto for example. The vast majority of Boruto's filler. Like, it is just straight up filler. Like, a good chunk of it is like, it's filler. Here's some stuff from the manga here and there. Then there's some more filler. But it's like, the manga is monthly, so they can only do so much.
I didn't know it was monthly. I thought it was a weekly thing.
I don't know, man. You get one chapter, 130 something, maybe 40 something.
Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah, see now, when it's with stuff like that, I'm like, I don't watch Boruto really that much. I just know about it. I'm like, I don't see the point. I'd rather them just wait and then animate the canon chapters. That's what I'd rather them do instead of like, you know, the classic Naruto Shippuden. Filler, real stuff filler. Nowadays, like JJK or Demon Slayer, they don't do the ongoing stuff. They give you, here's 25 episodes. We're going to stop because we caught up to the manga for a little bit. You might wait a year or two, maybe drop a movie that's canon. Then here's another 25, like My Hero. If My Hero stuck on the Naruto path, man, boy, we be in so much filler. Ugh.
That's kind of what I think filler, in my opinion, should be used for. Like, you give us a set amount. Say you want to cover 2 arcs, so you give us the set amount of episodes to cover 2 arcs, and then the next season won't air for what? Probably about another year and a half. That's when I would dump maybe a couple of fillers, maybe some OVAs, something to just a movie like you mentioned, something to kind of just to keep the interest there. Like, yeah, I know you just had this main course, and we trying to serve up dessert, but until dessert get here, here's some soup. You know, take some of this salad, this plate of fat. You see where I'm going?
No.
What's with the fat? No.
Bro, I'm gonna keep doing this. It's fat. It's fat. Anyway. But yeah, I think it's better. It'd be better suited that way if the filler was just used as a bridge. The way it should be, like to just tide you over and not drown you in it. Because Naruto drowned us in it. That's actually why I like some of the Bleach fillers. We didn't exactly drown in it, although the Laurichio arc was kind of. Yeah,
like I said with Bleach. See, I'm glad. Now, like 10 years ago, imagine after the Fullbring arc, we went to like 2 years of solid filler. Then we get the 1000 Blood War arc, and then we go to another. We'll get like the first like 12 episodes, another 20 episodes of filler. See, that's just ugly.
Yeah.
I'm glad that.
That sounds unpleasant.
Exactly. I'm glad that Bleach stopped, and then like I didn't think Bleach was gonna come back. Next thing you know, like it's been 10 years. Let's animate the rest of the last season.
They bringing back Yu Yu Hakusho.
I still don't believe that, but I still.
Did you know Naruto? It got pushed back. They're supposed to be rebooting Naruto.
That's real ugly too.
For what?
20th anniversary. I guess Boruto sucked up bad. I don't know. I don't watch Boruto like that. Oh god.
But what I will say about filler, my thing was, okay, when I was younger, like my OG anime was and will always be Inuyasha. I cannot sit through that shit now. It is irritating. Because I'm like, y'all could have been caught this man. Honestly, y'all are bullshitting. But
that man was sneaking out. I ain't gonna lie.
He was sneaking out, but they were slaw, okay? They could have been stopped Naraku. Them folks had a whole, like, I'm going on a tangent right now, but they had practically the whole Shikon jewel and let this man steal it. How? Somebody please. Because it's crickets in here right now. Somebody please.
Because Naraku was that nigga. That's why.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
Look,
he was lucky. And they were dumb children.
They're only...
I mean,
like
to be
15,
fair,
16,
to
17.
Be fair,
yes.
To be fair, Inuyasha ass should be in jail. That man, 50, well, he technically was 60 years older than Gomez.
But he was stuck at his age.
Hey, man.
That's feudal Japan. That's different. That's a whole nother.
It's not like, you know what, we're not going to do that. Not
the only thing I'll never forgive with Inuyasha was when he and his brother worked together and they let Naraku get away.
Right, I was so disappointed in Shishamaru.
I was like
you're supposed to be this like dog ass nigga and you just
nigga.
let me down.
You dog nigga.
You're always talking down about your half breed mutt brother, and what did you do?
Hey, you know what? I will forever respect Sesshomaru though.
I love him, but I'm just saying I was disappointed.
Man, that is the only form of representation I have as an older brother, bro. We be going through it. Them little half-breed younger siblings, King Packer, motherfucker.
That is so rude.
What?
You just called him a
Bro, I ain't mean it like that.
That's what you said.
I meant it in the terms of Sashombra. Like Sashombra and Virgil, I'll forever rip them too. Because we got younger brothers that irk us, but we love them to death. Like,
What I was saying though, when it was dragging stuff out for no reason, like y'all just did something small, like, oh, I can't shoot my arrow or something type shit. It was annoying. But I like the little filler episodes when it would be like, Inuyasha came through the well and came to her time, and he was just running around her school like, Kagome, what is this? What is ramen? What is, like, Pocky? Stuff like that. I thought it was a cute little insight into their relationship and the different times that they were going through and shit like that.
I like it when it adds character.
Yeah.
When it adds to the characters, or it's just like if they have a relationship or something going on.
And he was always fucking with the cat.
Man, hated. Don't care. I used to love when he would show up. She just put a hat on his head.
Yeah.
It's like this man is walking around in this old ass outfit. There's nobody questioning this.
Honest, you're in Japan. Who is gonna question if you got ears?
He's barefoot though.
Who is going to question that in Japan?
Walking around barefoot?
Yeah.
In
her day and age.
They would still question it in Kagome's day. They would still question it. I
feel like they would just look at him like he weird and keep it pushing.
Some of them do. I'm pretty sure.
Him scaling buildings and pulling out a whole sword and doing all that stuff. Yeah, that was like, sir.
Hey, I mean, for all we know, take place in the same universe as Ron the One Half, so they're used to weird shit. So
That's true. Which would be in the same universe as Mermaid Forest and Flame of Recca.
No.
Urasue, Mason Ikoku, Rene.
This is for everybody that don't know what they talking about.
Oh, they ain't ready. They ain't ready for the anime kings. The anime king of the Bluff City is Sir Dstar, ladies and gentlemen.
For real.
I like to let him think that. Look, I'm joking. Now, real talk. He is probably the anime king.
No, don't say that.
No,
what?
really.
I don't claim that.
Shoot, I'll claim it.
So much stuff.
I will claim it. I walked up into the Anime Blues Con. I'll never forget. I was talking to folks like, yo, you heard of King of Bandits, Gene? Half that con. What? Y'all my age. How y'all ain't? Goldenar?
We ain't deep in there like that.
Y'all ain't heard of Goldenar? What about Final Fantasy?
I watched Blood Seed, or did I watch Blood Plus? One of the two, because of him.
Same chick, same demons at this point. You good.
I still don't know whichever one was with the bunnies and.
You in Aizawa. You in that's C. That's C.
I was like,
one of my friends was mad at me for a week when I showed them that.
Everybody can't handle that.
It's because they like bunnies. They don't like to see bunnies going around.
Nah, I honestly think they just couldn't handle the bunnies just grinding people up and just drinking them.
Like
one of them treated one like a whole drink, bruh. Took the head off.
Yeah, that was morbid.
The blender one got me.
That was just funny.
I was looking at that like, that's gotta suck. Especially if you at the bottom of the bag, bruh.
It was even funnier because I saw it censored, so just white light beams over it. So.
Oh, I didn't see.
I didn't see it censored. I want to see I'd love to see the Chinese version.
Chinese version.
Oh, so Chinese censorship, they censor blood. They make the blood white. So there have been some real.
You don't even have to.
There have been some bloody
Why
ass.
would they do that? Y'all couldn't have chosen any other color.
Oh my God!
Like, let's not show you getting bled all on. Let's just make it nut.
Demon Slayer messed up with that one.
Why?
That just look like straight.
You know it's always gonna be blood on somebody's face.
That dick cheek. I'ma stop.
Oh, hey, Mike.
You're taking your privileges.
I mean, Dandelion. Remember the new Neon Genesis? They're in the Red Sea.
Oh, is that the one where Shinji went up to Asuka while she was knocked down?
I wasn't talking about that one.
Oh.
It's just the world got messed up, and the new one, and the sea, all the sea is red. It's all blood. So the Chinese version would be nasty.
No, I need to look this up. All right.
Terrible.
All right, so we're closing. We're gonna do these little closing arguments. I can never bring this up.
Oh, I just thought of. Okay, you remember what I was saying about One Piece?
Yes.
Okay, perfect example. When they went to Marie Joy, when they had the little council where Vivi and all of them were there. If you didn't, I think it was only 2 or 3 episodes, maybe 2. And the Navy was escorting people, so you saw Kobe and all of them going. If you didn't watch those 2 episodes, not a big deal. But if you did watch those 2 episodes, down the line, it comes back up. And you're like, I remember when they were all at the thing together talking about X, Y, and Z, because I'm trying not to do spoilers, because now everybody want to hop on One Piece since Netflix decides to do a thing.
Hey, I'm glad Netflix did that.
I mean, good for them, but we been here.
I'll say this. Somebody's reading manga.
Which I also need to catch up on, because I can't talk that shit without reading manga, so.
That part right there, the manga community was hyped. None of that's filler. That's all right there. When this guy at work even says it. He loves One Piece, but when they be doing the politicals, you know, they ain't fighting the in-between right there, which is still, that's not filler. It's just part of the story. And you just don't know. But that was...
I'm going to catch up, because I know I know about things that are going on, and stuff has been spoiled for me, but...
Baby, that ain't filler. That just
See, this is why I'm confused, because... Oh, my bad. I'm confused because, to me, filler is stuff that, like, if you don't watch it, not a big deal. It's part of that, but it doesn't matter. And y'all are saying filler is just, like, non-canon. They just doing shit.
Yeah. So, essentially, if it was in the original source material...
And I feel like I said this before, and I'm not getting it.
If it's in the anime in any form of fashion, even if it's altered, it's considered canon. It's only altered because they take a creative liberty with it. So a good example could be this. Aizawa, you and Hiei could be having a nice heart-to-heart on the beach, you know, kabedon, whatever, in the manga. In the anime, y'all have the same heart-to-heart, but you ain't on the beach, you're in a school. That would be an example of a creative liberty. So an example of the filler would be, y'all go through all this crap, he chased you halfway across the damn city, only to finally be like, you are the one for me, not Yusuke and them or whatever and all that.
That's a little bit.
Yeah. So after that, let's say there's supposed to be another arc where me and Dstar are supposed to jack with Kurama. But before that arc, before we get to that arc, they don't want the anime to catch up. So they just come up with a bunch of episodes after you and Hiei's confession. And those episodes are just random slice of life stuff.
Just shit that's going on.
Yeah, just like one episode is me, Dstar, and Fox trying to figure out how to open a whole water bottle. And then the next episode be like you and Hiei just playing Mortal Kombat.
But it's just not canon.
Yeah, that wouldn't be canon. Even if, like, say in those episodes there was say in those episodes our characters were elaborated on a little bit more. It would be a good episode, but it wouldn't be counted as part of the canon.
Okay.
Yeah, and the only reason that comes up as a big issue is usually amongst, you know, the communities or the nerd community that discusses it, because some people, especially in versus battles, will state that's not canon, so that doesn't count. It's kind of it's brought up in a way of like, that's not canon, so it doesn't count. I'm right, you're wrong. When technically, in my opinion, I say it's canon if it shows good characterization, or it expands on the characterization, because there are some fillers that have helped me understand characters better. Hell, some spin-off shows should be fillers. You remember Full Metal Panic Famopu Dstar that I was telling you I was watching with a friend recently because they wanted to see it?
It's a spin-off manga.
Yeah. That's a spin-off? That's a spin-off manga. I thought that was just a whole spin-off they made on that. There's a manga for it.
Yeah, spin-off manga.
Don't you lie to me, Dstar.
You have a whole computer right there.
Boo will fuck you. Hold on. Let's go.
You said you got a whole computer, right?
Ain't no damn way.
So, here's an example of something. Have you ever seen any of the One Piece movies? The newer ones?
No, I haven't watched any of the newer ones.
Well, there are a couple. Strong World, Film Z, and Film Red.
Red is the one with Shanks?
Yeah. So, like that girl, Uta, she was silhouetted in the manga right after the movie came out.
Mm-hmm.
She could be canon. The creator made the character, he be supervising some of those movies. So, like, in Strong World, there was this guy named
She's
Shiki.
the idol girl, right? The singer.
Yeah, that's a Shiki. But in Strong World, that movie came out like 10 years ago or so. There was this character named Gold Lion Shiki. They mentioned him in Impel Down.
Mm-hmm.
He was a Roger with the Gold Roger. He was on Big Mom and Kaido's crew back in the day. You know, he's canon.
When she was skinny for whatever reason.
Skinny.
Hold that thought for a second. They're just comical shorts. It's not exactly a manga. So if there's a manga, they probably brought all the comical shorts together. I had no idea of this, and I'm going to be looking these up. Continue.
So, like, the characters that the creator make, very canon. It'd be like those characters, like Shiki, he's canon. He's mentioned in the manga, he's mentioned in anime, in a canonical story, he's a canon character. The events of the movie, non-canon. Like, his powers and everything, canon. What he can do, canon. But that whole movie, not canon.
Okay.
Just like My Hero might be a slight spoiler.
I don't care. I don't care about any My Hero. I mean, if there are people that are listening that care about My Hero spoilers, you're being warned. But I don't give a fuck. They killed my wife. I stopped watching.
3 seconds to turn away. 3. Too late.
Okay.
So, if you've seen the first My Hero movie, you know Melissa, I think that's her name, the girl, All Might's quote unquote niece or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. So she's canon within the manga. She like her dad. The whole background story with All Might, like, oh yeah,
Wait, where he did all this stuff.
yeah, in America.
Yeah.
From the movie, that is 100% canon. Because in the manga, they kind of mention, oh yeah, this is from the USA. Like, Deku got some stuff from her,
Yeah.
All Might and whatnot. So the events of the movie, like the later part of the movie, might not be canon. But All Might, you know, when he was like hanging out with her dad and all that stuff,
Yeah.
canon, completely canon. But the movie, not.
It's so.
It's like
Why? I don't. I guess.
And see, and like, I'm trying to think something recent. Promise Neverland. Have you ever seen that?
No, it's on my list to watch though.
Okay. First season, amazing.
Okay.
Amazing.
You felt that?
Yes, yes. But I didn't get a chance to watch the second season. But from what everybody told me, for whatever reason, the manga's been over. They completely changed the whole entire ending of it and gave it a whole filler ending and ruined it. Second season, like, if you're not reading the manga, you might not care. So, you know, it's like, I don't care. I enjoyed it. Woohoo. So, you know, that's fine. It's fine. Full Metal Alchemist, first season. Classic. Half that jump filler, and nobody cares. It's good. And do you like old school Full Metal Alchemist, or do you like Brotherhood?
I've only really seen Brotherhood, so I can't have an opinion on the old one.
Well, see, that's a good divide right there, because a lot of people, this is Brotherhood, this is classic. And you know, Brotherhood is the manga. There's only one filler episode. That's the first episode. It's an introduction episode.
That's crazy. The first episode is filler.
The first episode is filler. It's to show, like, oh, hey, everybody, we're back. Here's a random story. Hooray! Here's the bad guys. You kind of know that the bad guys.
Let's with Full Metal Pan. Or not Full Metal. I hate when it comes to this. With Full Metal Alchemist, let's not delve too much into that one, because that is one I actually wanted to do a podcast on.
Tabled.
Yeah, that the reason being because I was gonna find one more person so I could do a full on 4-person thing.
Deep dive.
Yeah, because I've come across a lot of folks that have been going to war, and this is not just Facebook, my anime list, Reddit, going to war with each other over which series was a better representation of Full Metal Alchemist. And I'm a fan. I say the original. I like how that story was told in the original compared to Brotherhood. But damn, Brotherhood looked good. Brotherhood looked good.
See, that's what I'm gonna say. Okay, so it's like the first series. That whole dark. Like I like dark stuff. But
Me too.
It's just dark, kind of messed up.
It was dark.
Even though, but Brotherhood, it's kind of dark too. But
Brotherhood had a lot more action in it. I look at it like the first series did better with the storytelling. Brotherhood did better visually and with a more action focus. Because like the scene that people love with where Mustang took out Envy, that folks love from Brotherhood so much, I actually hated that. And the reason being is because the homunculi basically ain't shit. If you could just walk up and Dragon Ball Z their ass to death, whereas in the original, these guys were something to fear because you couldn't kill them unless you knew them. You had to have something from their past to kill them. And I like what they did with Lust, because apparently Lust in the original, in the manga, Lust isn't connected to Scar. And that's what they went with in Brotherhood. But I like the fact that she did have a connection to Scar and his brother.
See, this is what we're talking about right here. That's the creative liberty.
Yeah, that's the creative. That's all. Like, we're gonna save the Full Metal Alchemist talk for a different one, because that's gonna be a deep dive I'd really love to get into, because that's a matter, like you said, that's a matter of creative liberty versus following the actual work, which I think Full Metal Alchemist is a great.
And that's another thing too. Full Metal Alchemist, another manga that's monthly. So about time.
That was monthly?
Yeah. Quick fact: did you know that the Brotherhood anime, the last episode, came out the same day as the manga chapter? Yeah, they timed that shit perfectly.
Whoa.
So again, probably I'm not sure where they were at probably in the back of the day when they did that, but they were probably maybe the first 3 or 4 books, maybe? I don't know, maybe? And that's stretching it. They might even do the first just 3 books instead of 6 or something. So, they went, and then maybe they got the manga artist to give us some story tips and do whatever, or they got a script writer?
I definitely think with the first series, I think they were in contact with the manga artist, because if they veered off, because a lot of people have stated they veered off very far from what the manga had, but I'm like, shit, it actually made me look up the manga, because I was like, damn, this is completely different. To me, I thought it was a whole nother story. But like I said, we're gonna say that for later, because we're gonna be here all night talking about this.
I was gonna throw another one.
Save it.
So
Even your phone said save it. We're gonna save that one.
Wait, are you doing a filler thing?
it was a filler.
Yeah, it's a filler.
Oh, it's a filler thing? Oh, okay.
It was Soul Eater.
And
I tried to watch Soul Eater 2 different times. I'm gonna give it another try at
I've
some
tried
point, but I just
7.
couldn't.
I've tried 7 different times, and you know the weird part? The type of cartoons that I like, people were surprised I did not take a liking to Soul Eater, and I tried. I could not get into it.
Same.
I've never trash talked it. Never
Me
once,
either.
except the damn
Ain't
video
watch it
game on the
long
Wii.
enough.
That game on the Wii was trash. But
Most third-party games than we are trash.
yeah, that's actually another conversation too that I'm definitely gonna need you present for. That's another topic. I got that topic written down. Why anime games be trash? The third-party games be trash nowadays.
They're just you know
Storm is trash. Clash of Ninja is good.
What? One thing I was going to say about Soul Eater is that it, just like Fullmetal Alchemist, it kind of veered away. And I stopped watching it once they killed off a certain character, because I was like, oh, that's my favorite character. Oh, all right, whatever. And I had a friend who, he stopped watching it, and he kept complaining that, man, it's not like it is in the manga. It's not like it is in the manga. Like, are you reading the manga? And then, like 5-10 years later, he's like, yeah. Somebody said, oh yeah, you know what? I like the manga version a little bit better, but it's ended the same way as the filler as episode in the old show. Okay, it's like it read about like, here's the filler ending, here's the manga ending. We're just gonna take a little bit of this. There you go.
Not M&Ms for the people who can't see.
Yeah, and just yeah, we're gonna give you that ending right there. That's the manga ending now. But
I truly tried. I couldn't do it.
what's the art style.
No, you know what art style I can't get with? Baki. I can't.
Why?
I can't. It's ugly. It's ugly.
You know what?
It's
See,
ugly.
I find that funny. I
don't
find
like
that
the
funny.
way it makes me uncomfortable.
You're not the only person.
I
I've
know,
met that
'cause
said
it's
it.
ugly.
However, I've noticed something. This is a trend I've noticed because there were some girls that I've spoken to. They hate the art style for Baki and say it's ugly.
But let me get some like Baki.
No. So what I did was I asked them, I was like, real quick, because I read shoujo manga. I was like, can y'all drop me some of y'all's favorite shoujo manga? And each one of them, I was like, I thought so. I cannot stand that art style for shoujo manga. That's another topic that I thought about. The taste in art style. Because Baki's is weird as hell to me. And I have read a lot of shoujo manga where it's been really weird. Yaoi hands, bro. Make no sense, bro. Like legit. Like I get dudes supposed to have some big hands, bro. But like the size of this lamp, nah. Dorito face bad touch senpai son exists for a reason. It's a spoof. He's a spoof on. I will explain that one later. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the Dandelion, and I want to thank you all for joining us on this random talk of BCN. Anybody got any closing things they want to say? Final thoughts?
Filler is an unnecessary evil in the anime.
An
business.
unnecessary evil.
Yes, but there's not that much filler nowadays unless you're watching long form shonen battle manga anime. So you don't have to deal with that much. So enjoy the 25 episode hiatuses that y'all get, and you'll get the next season next year instead of like how we have to do. What?
You're real funny. 25. We don't get 25 episodes no more. We get like 6 to 12.
No, Demon Slayer went for a while.
That's a battle manga.
And
most normal animes get like 12 episodes.
Exactly what I'm saying. Enjoy your 26 episode battle manga and let them, the season's over. Oh, okay. Be happy because it's going to be something else you can watch to fill in the time instead of have to deal what we have to deal with. Well, let's watch Deku and these other guys go to another country instead of fighting the Liberation Army front.
We were struggling.
50 episodes. Hooray!
Boy, we struggled back then.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna like you had to really know some folks. I remember what was it, our boy Bunji? Man, I remember him every day. He'd come up and be like, hey man, Denda, you looking for something to watch? Boy, what you got, man? I got this Gundam Seed Destiny. I'll take it. I hate Gundam Seed, but I'll take it. I was desperate. I was so desperate. I went to Gundam Seed Destiny. I was thirsty.
okay.
Yo, real talk. I don't care what nobody says. Destiny was that shit too.
I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna kick your ass. You got any closing statements, Aizawa?
I'll say because I had a not clear understanding of what filler is, I don't mind it, and I think I don't mind it for certain things because if it's something I really want to watch anyway, then it doesn't bother me. But if it's something where I feel like, what's the point of this? This needs to get to the point. I don't want to see it.
What was your thoughts on the Yashahime? Because that's the GT of Inuyasha.
That alone
I just
changed.
said we weren't gonna.
Wait.
When we were talking, he was saying something about Inuyasha being technically 50 years older than Kagome, and I said, you know what? I'm not gonna get into that. But since he asked me a direct question,
Oh no.
Rin
Oh.
and Sesshomaru,
He waited till she was an adult.
I don't give a damn. That's weird.
He at least
I don't
waited
give a good
till she
goddamn.
was an adult.
That's weird.
Bruh,
You
if
watched her grow up.
She is a
You
consenting
basically
adult.
raised.
He
that's-
wasn't trying to raise her as a daughter.
But did he?
No, she just literally followed him. If you go back and watch
So he
Inuyasha,
didn't take care of her.
He did. He
Yeah,
also
I ain't
took
got to
care-
go back and watch it. I done seen it 6, 7, 8 times both ways.
She mostly
Japanese
followed him, and he
English.
treated- look,
and he let her do what
I'm
she
trying to
wanted
make
do.
this sound as
but
reasonable as I
somebody
can.
that hated humans as much as he did, and you
Rin-
watched this little
Rin
because she was
melted
what,
his
like
heart.
7.
Rin melted
6?
his heart.
Yes,
And-
because she's a child and children tend to do that, but you don't wait
I mean,
decades for them to grow up and then fuck them and have children with them.
To be fair, man, he's a necrophiliac.
That's
because she was
I
dead.
haven't watched it because when
Remember,
I found out
dead.
that was a thing, I didn't want no part of it.
That man watched a dead body.
Weird.
He watched a dead body grow up and he banged it. He watched a dead body grow up and banged it.
You were just defending him, but now because it's necrophilia, it's a problem.
Oh, no. I'm still in defense of Sashomaru. He waited till she was an adult. I will never defend Jade Curtis, but
I don't know what that is.
That's a whole nother can of worms of trolling.
See, now, Mike, hold up. Before this is, see, look. See,
gross.
Okay, so that right there, Yashahime, I remember when it first came out, right? Everybody's like, yeah, this new Inuyasha, da. And look, I'm into this shit. In case y'all didn't know, I'm into this shit. So I'm thinking to myself like, Yashahime, I think I would know if the old girl would have made a new manga by now. I'm like,
no.
Yeah. I'm like, you didn't make this shit. And look, everybody on the manga like, oh my god. Ruro Takahashi made a new Inuyasha.
No.
Hooray! She's busy writing.
Renee.
I
think she was either wrapping it up or she was still writing it. Because when I heard about Yashahime, I looked it up and the first thing I saw, she had nothing to do with it. And I'm like, it's Inuyasha GT.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Just like Boruto is Naruto Ball Z. Like, try to tell me it's not. As soon as Naruto is older, he has a kid and he's married. Everybody finds out they found out Naruto. They find out they're descendants from aliens, and the aliens show up on the earth where they plant trees and eat the chakra fruit from the tree. The shit is the Saiyan Saga and the Tree of Might, bruh. Look, yes, that's Boruto in a nutshell. The Saiyans are the ninjas that are invading their world, and Naruto and them gotta fend them off. And his son has more power than him.
But see, that right there, that's weird. But that's straight up anime. But Dragon Ball GT, Kira Toriyama had nothing to do with it. Only thing we kept from GT is Super Saiyan 4 and whatnot in the games and whatnot. Yashahime, the creator has nothing to do with it.
Good for her.
And what's funny is I literally remember hearing people stop talking about it. They talked about it for like the first 5 months. 4 months. Afterwards, crickets. The only time I heard it come back up was one of my friends told me, Inuyasha's finally making an appearance. Well, how many episodes has it been? Like 50. He ain't showed up for 50 episodes.
So who is it centered around? I thought it was centered around
Inuyasha and Kagome's daughter.
Children?
Inuyasha and Kagome's daughter and Sashomaru's 2 daughters.
I don't care about that.
And what was it? One of Sashomaru's daughters lives with Kagome's family?
And
like,
her
parents still alive?
If I'm correct too, if I'm correct as well, one of the daughters is Rin. The other belongs to another demon, doesn't it? Or are both the daughters Rins?
Both the daughters are Rins, and
Kagome and
one of them was raised or something by Moroku, I think. She got the Moroku and Simon. She got the armor like.
Oh, okay. One with the
Demon Slayer.
The Demon Slayer armor. One, she wears a variant of it, a type of variant.
So Moroku and Sango have children.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Kagome and Inuyasha have children.
Sango gave him a lot of kids.
I don't care about anybody else.
Sango was that wife. She was that wife. She gave him a lot of kids.
And
Moroku went to town.
That's all he wanted.
Man emptied that clip several times.
Okay.
Inuyasha's kid. Something happened to Inuyasha and Kagome, and I forgot their kid's name, but she was raised by Koga or something.
That's
this
why.
Got,
hold up. That is. I thought
he
she
got
looked,
cuckolded by Koga.
Bruh, so it was funny. I thought it
Koga
was funny the way their daughter acted.
Just saying.
Like a lot of people were saying, because I only went by images. So the people I spoke with were like, yeah, she looking at just like Inuyasha. And I'm like, she give me Koga vibe. You know how everyone is saying how Gohan is secretly Yamcha's kid? Whenever I saw Yashahime, I honestly thought that was Koga's kid. Because she straight gave me Koga vibes. Like, plus Koga was that man.
I'll never know, because I won't watch
Inuyasha was all right. Koga was that boy. I respect Koga.
As you know, wolves are one of my favorite animals, and Koga was the slowest wolf I have ever seen.
Boy, you in the lions. You in the lions den.
I love Koga down, but bruh, he was nothing without those jewel shards.
I think I remember
He could have been better, but he crippled himself relying on those jewel shards.
Y'all gotta put some respect on his name.
We not disrespecting his name. We just calling a spade a spade.
You know
Slaw.
what? You know what? I'm gonna energize y'all with these Duracells. Let's. I don't know.
That
Where
man-
did these
Why
come
would
from?
you say that? To
Where
us?
did these come from?
Bro.
Okay.
Bro, wait. I remember this episode in Final Act. That nigga
The
got
final
a,
act was so
That
unnecessary.
nigga got a whole claw power up. And then he lost the jewel shards like 2 episodes later. He's like, I can't do anything, so
Right.
I'm gone. Inuyasha, you take care of this. Ran off.
Just running.
Slaw. Slaw. She's right. Without the jewel shards, he ain't shit. Slaw.
And it's not because he couldn't be. He just decided, okay, I ain't got no extra power.
And I like wolves.
The man was that.
He was not ambitious.
All right, I can kind of agree with that. I'm a
Slobbish.
Sesshomaru homie.
And then his number 2
Look, a dude
people
just wanted
was
Kaguya to
just
sit on,
garbage.
bro. This-
Genta and with they slaw,
To be fair, I do think they could have done more with them.
they could have. They was just all garbage.
All right. So, we're going to wrap it up here?
Yes, this has gone on too long. It
All right,
was
let's just.
Dstar's fault. I ain't do that.
Slaw.
Usually it's me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Dandelion.
XO Aizawa.
So Dstar.
And thank you all for tuning in to BCN.
Don't do it.
You never let me do it.
Do
Damn.
it.
All right.